What's up, Dice Crew? I'm gonna just dive right into the topic. Um, it was a LA peace walk. A lot of Crips showed up, different Crips. I want to say it was even some, a few Damos and stuff tuning in. Based upon tie-ins and love and respect, such and such. But I just really want to just point out certain things. Like I want to give my flowers out to that situation. I ain't gonna say I know all the inner works, and everything that goes on behind the scenes pertaining to that situation. But I definitely, you know, give my flowers to that situation for people being able to come together to a solution, whether it lasts for, a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever. It's all better than nothing. We'll never know what we can accomplish if we don't try. So we always got to make a good attempt. You feel me? And I really ain't speaking too much about the whole, the peace walk, or like the peace treaty, or the whole whatever we gonna call it. You know what I mean? I just want to pretty much like point out certain things surrounding to that topic. Because certain people, like we had academics, pretty much try to compare Los Angeles against other cities and stuff like that a couple months ago. I should say probably like just a month ago. And I just respect the fact that, where we come from as Los Angeles as a whole, all cities in the county, that we don't take the bait and we not easily manipulated. At the end of the day, it's very much a blessing that we got real G's that's willing to insert themselves and, break down what's right and what's wrong for us, and spearhead certain movements. It's a blessing for certain G's and older cats to come home, from doing a lot of time and, being able to insert themselves as well to just be a leader on these type of situations. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff been going on for a long time, and people are definitely tired of it. A lot of people want better, and a lot of people want better for the kids. I was on a panel with Poetic Flacco the other day, and I was explaining that to him too. Like, man, you got to really know these, get more involved with a lot of people, and you will understand that people are definitely trying to better their communities based upon the kids. However we leave the community, that's what the kids gonna have. You know what I'm saying? If we leave it, destroyed, then they're gonna have to grow up in a destroyed environment. If it's, more well off, then it's better outcomes and based upon the circumstances that we leave the kids in. And I also want to point out that, you got trolls and out of town people that thrive off of our negativity. We got people that's big on the content creating space that, whatever that goes on in Los Angeles as a whole, they can get views and numbers and revenue based upon reporting and reacting and however you word it, you know what I mean? Off of some real pain and suffering that we deal with. And it's all about respect and understanding. People come together to these solutions because it's all about respect and understanding. Having respect for each other, having some love for each other, understanding that how long are we going to actually do certain things that ain't really getting us nowhere or anywhere, I should say. It's never about people, because when people hear the word peace, it'd be hard for certain people to associate themselves with that or give flowers to that, because people confuse the word peace with being like a coward. And that's not the case at hand. People just come to a conclusion. People got relationships. People are actually family members. People just want better. It's kind of like what I said in my last video. Like, when you really grow up in these cities, people be having family from everywhere. So it's always some strong reasons why people want to see things come to a halt, even if it can't be forever, it could be just for a moment. And a lot of people could have took that from people like academics, trying to manipulate situations by saying, Los Angeles ain't what it used to be, other cities and states is this, that, and third. And none of us felt any kind of way in the form of trying to like, hey, let's go terrorize the streets so we could prove a point to academics. And I respect that. And I give my flowers to everybody that's, from Los Angeles as a whole that didn't let, people like academics or the trolls and outsiders control the way we operate. As a whole, Los Angeles County, we have never been no followers. As the time get on, the younger generations and stuff definitely pick up more things from other states and stuff like that, because other states became more popular when it comes to music and the public figure get down and all that. So people adapted certain stuff, styles, and how they carry themselves, and just all kind of things that they indulge in with, So that's just pretty much what I want to speak on. I didn't want to really, it's not a long video. Like I said, I ain't really trying to break too much into just the inner works of what took place with who was all there, what gangs and all that. If you know, you know. And I just want to give out the flowers for that great outcome and that great attempt on trying to better the community as a whole. People not being manipulated so easily by out of towners and trolls and people who want to just really make a bankroll off of our pain and suffering. Shout out to all the G's and stuff like that for being honest. And what I mean by being honest is like, when you come from doing all that time, you find people to be a brother as opposed to seeing them as an opposition. It's people that you will see on the streets at once upon a time, as you might want to cause harm to each other. When people get behind the walls, people got to stick together. And that's why I say I respect him for being honest, because it's easy to be behind that wall and run a campaign or a program a certain way and then come back in the streets and try to mislead the youth or those who don't know no better. You feel me? And I just want to say that because I be seeing people in comments and trolling and stuff like that. Don't ever get it twisted. It don't have nothing to do with anybody being a coward. People got just real love and respect and understanding, and people just want better. So like that's pretty much all I want to touch on with that situation. Shout out to everybody that be involved, and also I'm not trying to say what's what people are doing genuinely or not sincere or not, that's not what I'm here to be breaking down or speaking on. Everybody got their own reasons for what they do, but at the end of the day, if the outcome come out very good for the youth, for the kids, and it's beneficial, then at the end of the day, me myself, I ain't got no complaints. So just to sum it up real fast, shout out to everybody who been participating in everything, from Compton all the way to LA, just all the OGs for being a spearhead, all the younger dudes that's willing to participate as well, people that's being honest about things instead of just trying to fuel negativity, based upon lies and misleading people. Shout out to everybody for not being easy manipulated by people that's not directly involved in none of these situations. And yeah, that's just all I really want to touch on, man. Shout out to the Dice crew. Shout out to everybody, in every city coming through, Compton, Watts, Long Beach, Linwood, Gardena, San Pedro, Hawthorne, you know what I'm saying, West LA, all through South Central. I mean, just, everything included, man, Carson, I ain't trying to leave nobody out, but y'all get the drift, Shout out to all the honorable stand-up dudes, on the blue team and on the red team, the burgundy team as well. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen for the future, but at the end of the day, I feel like we definitely standing for something, and we definitely leading the right way, and we accomplishing things, and you know, shout out, man. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the video, in the comments, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.